Good morning. Welcome to July 2nd, and what's up? No, I actually just beat a really shitty game. Some of you might know it. It's called XCOM Enemy Unknown. The game sucks. No, I mean it's not bad. I'm just probably pissed off a little bit, to be honest. But honestly, it's overhyped. I guess this will be my review for it. I don't really feel like holding off on it any longer. I just finished it. Total game time was like 24 hours, I believe. 23 or 24 hours long. That's over the course of like a week or two. 440 gamer score, 33 out of like 50 achievements. Not too bad. The game has like 5 difficulty modes. When you beat it, you unlock... I don't know if it was just like... They're kind of like skulls from Halo, I guess. They're like these little things that you can enable that make it harder or more fun or more easy, Yeah. So, what's going on with XCOM, man? Why do I not like it? It felt way too repetitive to me. I don't know. Like, it's weird, man. I don't know. There's a lot of things probably. For one, it could be just me, or two, it really is just really repetitive, and I could, even the changed version of me can see it, So, I don't know. What is XCOM, What is XCOM? XCOM is a strategy RPG. I think it's on it's on all the major platforms besides... No, it is on... Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can pretty much play it on anything. It's everywhere. But it's like a throwback to the old XCOM games. It's like a reboot. You play the commander of a secret military group called XCOM. They're the first and last line of defense against aliens, and it's their job to get it done. Basically the game picks up right there when the first aliens attack. We're right there on the front line. We're introduced to, basic concepts. The tutorial period's probably like 2 hours long. Pretty much, this is the general gist of the game. The game goes on a calendar time. It's timed like a calendar, I guess. Like, you have months, right? And it takes days to do things. So, let's say you have your science division researching laser technology. It'll take 6 days, alright? Now, when you're speeding up time, other things are happening. So you want to queue up different things to happen over the course of those days. But pretty much, you douche around in your XCOM headquarters, your hub world, I guess you could say, for a while until, aliens attack. A UFO has been spotted. Then you send your interceptors out to go get them. Or sometimes they'll land on the planet because you don't have enough satellite coverage. So, basically the main idea of the game is to kill the aliens, save up money, expand your satellite range, advance your technology to get stronger, kill aliens to level up your soldiers, get more money to upgrade how big your unit can become, which by the end of the game it's 6. And by the end of the game, I mean probably the first 10 hours you'll have all 6 units. By the halfway mark of the game you'll have a couple guys already max rank. So right there, that's basically the point where I just get a little pissed, because I'm sitting there with maxed units. Like, everybody in my unit is maxed. And this is before, there's like 3 main story missions. This is even before the second story mission, alright? Now, one thing I will say that's really cool about this game is, it is really easy to die. You will lose a lot of units. If you're like me, I lost like 20 units or something like that. And some of these guys that I've been playing with for hours, I had them leveled up. Some of them were max rank, some of them were, level 1, some of them were half level. It's always fun to see permadeath in a game, and I applaud them for that. It's very nice of them to do that. But still, though, the game, it doesn't like expand, They added a couple new things here and there, but I don't really know what the flaw is here. It's sucky. They didn't really... I don't know. I don't want to say they didn't think it through, but they didn't. RPGs... Okay, every RPG you play, pretty much, for any good RPG, does... Like, they add mechanics, they add mechanics, they add mechanics, they add mechanics, throughout the game. Usually, it'll be like, near the end of the game, you'll get like awakenings and summonings, or like the ability to switch between classes or something similar to that. You know, you look at Final Fantasy VI. You are able to basically put your summons onto characters, and then those characters can start learning moves from that summon, so you want to switch your summons around between the characters so they can all learn the same spells and stuff like that. XCOM is like, alright, so near the end of the game, let's give the characters psychic abilities. You know, these aliens have these crazy, what are they, psychokinesis abilities or whatever. Let's give the player some of those. Oh, but only some of the characters can get those. Oh, and there's only, like, 4 spells that you can learn. What is that shit, man? And I get it, there are a couple cool ones. There's like a couple buffs and a couple attack things, but it sucked ass. Where's the second levels? Like, okay, when you max your character out, level 10 I think it is, right? Or level 8, something like that. There should be a second job upgrade, and a job expansion, you know? You should be able to go from being a sniper to like an assassin, you know? Or a soldier to a, you know, like a, I don't know, like a fucking Navy SEAL or something. Yeah. You know, your big fucking support guy should become like a, I don't know. You know, this is basic stuff. Look at Fire Emblem. Alright, so you get to level 20, right? And then they're like, alright, we're going to branch those jobs. Do you want to become, alright, let's say you're like a horse knight, right? You're a cavalier. Alright, now cavalier, do you want to become like a better version of the cavalier? You know, you're a lot more stronger, you're on a horse still, you've got more defense. Or do you want to become the more offensive guy, straight up knight? He doesn't need a horse anymore. This dude's a tank. He doesn't need a tank. He doesn't need a horse. You know, there's choice. XCOM doesn't offer choice. They do to a certain extent. Whenever you level up, you get, there's like 2 skill trees that go down. Like every time you level up, you get to pick between 2 things. And I don't know. They felt so one-sided, you know. Some of these abilities just they didn't feel like I needed them. Like, all right, so what the hell is it? I think it was my support class. You could either get the ability to heal more damage, like so. You know, by the end of the game, you have like 20 HP, 30 HP, and you can only heal 4 HP. You can only carry 3 healing items in a battle. That means you can only heal 12 damage. That's nothing compared to late game. So, why the hell would you ever want to get the other thing? I want that skill that gives me the ability to heal more. I don't want the ability to, I think it was like the ability to throw a second smoke grenade or something. Or do something a second time. It was stupid. Fuck you. So that sucked ass. You know, there's just, there wasn't enough to keep me going. The story was very average, obviously. Even near the end of the game, they tried to, I guess, step it up a little bit, and it's just basically the aliens need to like evolve in their species or something, so they come to Earth, and since Earth is their biggest challenge, we're probably the best suitable like candidate for them or whatever. But it's like, no. This game is purely made for gameplay. Fuck your story. Do something funny with the story. I don't know what's up with these writers where they're like, all right, we have this fun game, let's make it a serious story that nobody can enjoy. No. You need to make it funny, or you need to make it, I don't know. That's really all you can do with a serious story. That's the opposite. You know, you have a serious story that's super average. Alright, now what if we were playing XCOM and then the story all of a sudden became like a comedy? You know, like let's say the aliens were butt aliens, right? And they wanted to get our butts. Right there, that's instantly, the story is immediately better. You don't want your butt taken by the aliens, so why would you, let's fight them off. Let's get them off our planet. You know? So, I don't know. XCOM had also had multiplayer. Fuck your multiplayer. I guess it's like competitive or something. I don't know. I don't want to play multiplayer in a strategy game. Yeah, that's XCOM. If I was going to give it a review score, I'm giving it a 1.5 or a 2. Yeah, 1.5. I'm giving it a solid 1.5. Nothing more than that. It's average. The music sucked ass. The graphics were really cool, actually. The cutscenes when they do that were pretty cool. But like the gameplay is the only thing they focused on in this game. And even then, they didn't develop it enough to like really keep you going. You know, you max out halfway through the game, and you're just kind of like, what do I do? And on top of that, they make the game super hard. So even like, the only way you're going to be able to play the hardest mode in this game is if you've already beaten the game like a couple times and you know everything to know in this game. You know, it's not a game where you can just jump in and learn it. You've got to like put time into it. You've got to put like 50 hours in there before you even able to attempt the final difficulty mode. And that's too much, man. I don't want to play this game again. I'm putting it in my bail box, saying, "Hey, Gamefly, get this out of my house," and they're gonna take it away from me. Okay? So XCOM Enemy Unknown. I guess it'll be unknown if I'll play the sequel. Alright, we'll end it there. Bye bye. I'm gonna make a little beep sound when I click the button, so I'll go beep beep boop.